Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on ADA. The ADA chart continues to be in a potential triangle. That's still the scenario I'm tracking as long as we're holding above that 51 cent level. You know about that one. We talked about that one. 51 cents is the critical level. It is the level that needs to hold to keep this triangle in potential wave 4 alive, because no E wave is allowed to break below the low of the C wave in such a triangle pattern. So please note that this is a very, very important level. Below that level, we've got this area around 30 cents, 30 to 35 cents. Very important area. Let's say 35 to 29 cents rather. It's a 61.8 retracement to 78.6 retracement, and it is the area that could be tested should the market break below 51 cents. But for now, the white scenario is still being respected. Don't be surprised that we don't get major movements. I mean, we're dealing with a triangle, we're dealing with corrective structures, and there's just no impulse. So structures are not very clean. However, I'm quite pleased with how the microstructures are currently following the forecast, as you will see on the smaller time frame in a minute. Just a reminder that as long as, or let's say as soon as, this fourth wave triangle is unfolding and we're not breaking below 51 cents, I'm going to watch for at least one more high that could take the price to $1.42 next, possibly $1.72. But that is not the same as having a great setup. I mean, we don't have any impulsive price action from any of the recent lows. Therefore, I have no evidence at all that this, let's say, rally into that area has actually started. I would say let's take a look at the smaller time frame. If you watched yesterday's video and if you read the updates previously, then you will be aware that, and by the way, this is everything zoomed in now, yeah? So you see here this C wave of the triangle, but you will be aware that the price was expected to reach resistance in 3 waves or 5 waves, because an A wave, as shown here in white, can be a 3-wave move or a 5-wave move, which is, you know that if you watch the tutorials on this channel and our, our explanations of the different structures. So there's also resistance. The price reached resistance in 3 waves. And the idea was, maybe we get another high, but we need to be ready for a pullback now in wave B. It was already on the chart, this B wave label. And if the decline now continues, then I would fully expect the price to test the area between 60.2 cents and 54 cents, and then potentially to see a reaction there and start the C wave to the upside, which again could complete the D wave of the triangle. So I just want to highlight that the D wave is also a 3-wave move, and then we could get an E wave, and then from there we could go higher. At least that is what I am watching for. And important is also to understand that this B wave pullback could currently be unfolding. I mentioned in yesterday's video that the pullback looks corrective. So there's no evidence that a more substantial top is in place, like the yellow count, which is part of the bearish scenario. But of course, the B wave could be starting. So you can see here that I've added a microstructure to the chart. Now, when you watch the video, this might have already changed. That's the downside of this. I mean, I'm giving you a snapshot of what's happening right now. And what it tells us is that as long as the market holds below 64.7 cents, which is the wave 2 high, this intraday high, this decline could possibly continue. Any break above would mean that maybe this B wave here, internal B wave, is simply resetting a little bit higher. So overall, no surprises. The support region remains between 54 cents and 60.2 cents. And if the market goes lower, then as long as we're holding 54 cents, I would see this as an internal B wave pullback. That's the update about ADA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.